Okay, so one more video for today. This one is how I'm kind of feeling about breakups and dating at the moment, because a lot's changed in the past 6 months. So I'm going to talk about Stacey. Those of you who used to watch me on my old channel will have seen Stacey and know that we were together for quite a while, and we were engaged. I'm only going to mention the breakup in the way that it affected me in a trans sense. I don't want to get into everything else because it's private, really. So when Stacey broke up with me, I had a lot of things going through my head, like worrying that I'd never find anyone who'd accept me as I am again. Thinking about all the trust that I put in her regarding sex and that kind of thing. It was the most comfortable sexual relationship that I'd had, so it was weird to think that I'd have to get to that level of being comfortable with another person again. I think I'd kind of put all my eggs in one basket, so to speak, and thought I'm never going to need to go through all that again and get close to someone and trust them in that way again. And the other thing was dreading her being with another real guy again, which actually happened soon after, and that was a really hard thing to get my head around. I think I've got my head around it now. It was just quite hurtful at the time. I generally don't see it as her fault, you know, that she didn't do that to hurt me, it's just happened or whatever. But yeah, as far as kind of being trans and then knowing that the girl that you'd slept with for so long is now sleeping with a proper guy with all the equipment is pretty hard to deal with. I've had sexual encounters with girls since Stacey. They weren't as bad as I thought they'd be. I don't think bad's the right word, but they weren't as uncomfortable as I thought they'd be. Although I was very drunk for one of them, it made me feel better in a way because it wasn't an issue that I was trans. I'm a lot more comfy in general now. I think that anybody that I got into a sexual relationship with, I'd be more confident, and that's kind of thanks to Stacey, really, because she always saw me as just being male, and she really brought me out of myself. So on to how I'm feeling now about dating. I realised something recently, that I always thought that my choices were limited when I identified as a lesbian, and now they seem even more limited. Being trans is a bit of a weird one, I suppose. Maybe it's not the case, as some girls will just see me as male, as some of my exes have. But it is something that you need to bring up early on when you meet someone, and that makes me not want to get attached to anybody too soon in case they don't want to be with a trans person. I'm never entirely sure kind of how honest I should be, although I guess being honest from the beginning is the best way to do it. Lately I found myself attracted to someone who mostly identifies as a lesbian. This has turned out to be quite a weird thing for me to get my head around, because had I not have transitioned, which was never a choice, it had to be done, we'd have probably been quite good together, maybe. Not that I want a relationship right now. I don't even necessarily want a relationship with that person. I don't think I do, anyway. But it's given me something to think about, something else to analyse. But yeah, kind of sod's law in a way, that you'd meet somebody that that is attracted to the gender that you were before. She's attracted to me now, actually. But yeah, all very weird. Anyway, that's not the point. That person is not the point. The point I was making is that it would be pretty weird. Anyway, when I live in a city, which I'm planning to do, I reckon it'll be a lot easier for me to find someone. It's a bit back and beyond where I live, running out of people. Although I came across Stacey here, who yeah, she was born here and she was accepted and whatever, but it didn't turn out too good. I'm not really looking for anyone at the moment, but I suppose I am in a way. I always say I'm not looking, but I'm quite open, I suppose, to the possibility of someone turning up. I'm quite happy being single at the moment because I'm really finding myself and doing what I want to do and kind of feeling quite free, but at the same time it's nice to have someone to cuddle up with. Although, as I realised recently, you don't need to be in a relationship to do that. But yeah, definitely staying single for now. I think the next person that comes along will have to be perfect, even though that doesn't really exist, because I can't face going through all that again. Although when you meet someone, I suppose you do think everything's perfect. It's just when you get like a year or so down the line and then it's not, which is a cynical way of putting it. This is a really rambly video, even worse than some of my others, so I apologise. Just me thinking out loud, really. So yeah, I'll make more videos soon, and I'll speak to you when I do. Bye.